My name's Vicky Teal, and I just wrote my second book, The Absolute Woman. It's all about feminine power. This book is going to explain to you, the reader, how to be powerful. And the number one thing I want to teach is I've had an incredible life following my dreams. I want you to follow your dreams. If you're not young and you're older, you can follow your dreams to a life part 2 job. But if you're young and you dream of something, do it. Just do it. I went to fashion school, and I went to school in high school, and I was the worst student. I was the cheerleader, and I got straight D's, maybe a B sometimes in art. Nobody had any hope, but I went to art school in New York City, and if you're an artist, you're going to be really put down, because if you're creative, the teachers are older and they're not going to understand what you're up to. So just believe in yourself and follow your dreams. When I went to art school in New York City, I surrounded myself with some really good artists and friends that are still friends today, and one of them I made a partnership with, Mia Fonsegreaves, and we went to Paris together. We were told by our teachers they couldn't recommend us for a job in New York and 7th Avenue, and we said, that's okay, we're going to Paris. We're going to be French designers. And we left in May or June, like the end of May, early June, 1964, and we were on magazines in 2 or 3 months. We were written about, because what did we do? We brought a new fashion to Paris. The mini skirt. We were wearing very, very short skirts, like mid-thigh, and people would just stop us on the street and stare. The mouths would go like that. So if you do something new and you're in fashion or in the arts, it's hard to explain to your teachers, but the public is different. The public is everybody, and they love it. If you follow your dreams in all the professions, you want to be a writer, you want to be a dancer, you want to be an actor, all of the arts that I know so well, do it. Just do it. Earn a living on the side, find a way to make a living, and follow your dreams. If you really are good, you'll learn in the first few years that your dreams work out. We were very lucky. As soon as we got to Paris, we were at a party, and everybody saw the short skirts, and we were invited to show them in a fashion show, haute couture. And the first time we were on the runway in our mini skirts, it was July. So we got there in June, set up an apartment, and got to show our skirts in a fashion show at French haute couture. Not everybody's going to have that luck, but we did create something brand new, just like these guys that created the internet in their garages. I recommend creating something new, something exciting, believing in it, getting your money somehow, and producing something brand new, and that's the way magic happens, following your dreams. If your dream's to open a bakery, if your dream's to become a chef, if your dream is to become an art director, an art manager. My son is doing movies. He's a money man in the movies, and he started as an accountant for me. His dream was to work in movies, and he did get a job in the movies. So everybody that I know that is really happy in their arts have followed their dreams, and this is what I recommend in my book. Later on in life, I was working at Bergdorf Goodman and Neiman Marcus for 32 years, selling my gowns, and in my shop in Paris on 21 Bonaparte, the name of my perfume, 21 Bonaparte. However, the business was slowing down in the recession, and I had been making fragrances because in 1989, I wanted to make a perfume, and Elizabeth Taylor and myself in 1987 had met Coco Chanel. Coco, just before she died, said to us in a party, was it 87? No, I think it was earlier than that. She said to us in a party that we had together for me to meet my mentor in college. I loved Coco. Elizabeth arranged it. Coco said, make a perfume. The two of you, fashion design isn't forever, movies are not forever. I want the two of you to promise me you're each going to make a perfume. And we did. I made my perfume, and I had to get every penny I had ever saved out of the bank and invest it in a French fragrance company. I had to make the molds. One mold was $180,000 in the 80s. But I did it. I made the perfume, and I'm still selling perfume today. Just as Coco said, I'm living on the perfume. I had a dream. I love to make perfume. Elizabeth made her perfume. It's the #1 selling perfume on the planet, and it helps pay for AIDS in Africa. Elizabeth and I both listened to Coco, and we followed our dreams, and we made perfumes. We weren't supposed to. Actresses didn't make perfume in the 80s. Dress designers made perfume, but they were backed by a major company. I did it with my own money. I took all my savings out of the bank. And my husband at that time, my first husband, was like, oh my God, what am I going to do with her? She'll have to pay for those kids forever. No, my perfume made money there right at the beginning. So I followed my dreams and I made a perfume. My second husband was with me when I did the perfume, and he's always said this to me, knock yourself out. That means do whatever you dream of. And I love that expression, knock yourself out. As that business got slow in the 2008, 2010, we had a recession in the major stores in America. I was importing clothes from France and dressing all the wealthiest women in New York City. The average price point was $5,000 to $7,000, and it was slowing down. I went, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I said, write a book. Write about your life, all the fabulous women you've dressed. Write about the fashion industry and how it started and how you ended up in Bergdorf, and maybe other young women will read it and do it. I'd never written anything. I started writing longhand. It was before I had an iPad. So I started writing. It was my dream. And it came true. Somebody bought my book and they published it. And my book was having parties all over. I had 21 book parties in 2011 when my book came out. Now I've written my second book. It's The Absolute Woman. Now I'm talking about my experiences over the 55 years I've dressed all the absolute women on the planet, in England and France and Germany. All of the top women were buying my dresses. I'm making them custom, of course, couture, like Coco Chanel. And when this happened and business slowed down, I said, I'm going to do something else. What can I do? I've been selling dresses in the world's most expensive dresses. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to sell dresses on television. I'm going to go to HSN, and I'm going to sell dresses for $50. And I tried it, and it worked. And I've been there for 7 years. I've been selling fragrances now, I've been selling bedding, and I've been selling my books, and this new book is going to be launched on HSN. I followed my dreams. My dreams said to me, Vicky, you've done all the richest women in the world. What about everybody? Why don't you make these dresses? Now, the dress I'm wearing here, I made with my partner, Mia, in 1965. I made it when we were young girls in Paris. The slit sleeve, the tie here at the neck, 1955 to 65. What years? I just remade this for television a few years ago. It's forever. So I ended up deciding what I want to do is make timeless fashion. I want to be timeless as an artist. I don't want it to be of the moment. I want it to be forever and ever, and you can wear it over and over. And when you buy my dress, whether you bought this for a lot of money in 1965 or you buy this for $50 in 2015, you've gotten something you're going to wear your whole life. And that's awesome. So I want you to all remember, how can you follow your dreams? What did you dream of? What did you want to be? What did everybody tell you? You can't do that. You can't do that. Don't believe them. If it's in your head and it's in your heart and you want to do something, do it. Thank you. Vicky.